Hi everyone. So my name is Sana and I'm going to talk about Alzheimer. So what is Alzheimer exactly?
Actually, I don't know exactly, but I heard about the Alzheimer. It is very sensitive disease, which is people will forget all their memories and memorize the past
Yes.
years.
Well, you are correct,
Yeah.
but I'm going to go more in details about Alzheimer. So what is Alzheimer? Alzheimer is an illness to the brain that will that will cause a lot of the nerve cells to die, and it can make the tissue of the brain shrink. And people with Alzheimer will not be able to think clearly or remember anything clearly. And this disease only happens to people above age 60, but most people get it at age 80 and above. And people with Alzheimer lose the ability to cook a meal or read a newspaper or even pay the bills. And some people with Alzheimer get really worried and angry and violent, so they can basically hurt you at any time. At some point, people with Alzheimer will need someone to take care of their needs, such as bathing and feeding. And we have the side effects. There are so many side effects, but these are the main ones: vomiting, throwing up, nausea, having pain in your stomach or belly, or just pain in general. Fatigue is basically when you itch your body and like a red part will form. And then insomnia is basically sleeplessness when you don't get enough sleep.
Nice.
And loss of appetite when you reduce eating like you used to. For example, if you used to eat so much, you're gonna not have the feeling of eating that much. And weight loss, basically losing weight.
Nice, very nice.
What causes Alzheimer? But there are not that much causes, but these are the basic ones. The combination of genetics, basically genetics. If your family relative or like relatives had Alzheimer, you might have a chance getting an Alzheimer. Lifestyle, how you live, or like if the environment and the environment factor, basically, if the place where you live has pollination, factories, or that might affect the brain. And symptoms. There are so many symptoms, but these are the main ones. Memory loss, basically. Memory loss, basically, when you don't think that much, and you lose your memory, remembering anyone, and challenging planning or solving problems. Basically, when you'll have a difficult time planning or solving any problems or being in a situation you can't get out, and difficulty of completing familiar tasks at home. Basically, when you can't, for example, you can't do a task completely like washing the dishes, cleaning, or anything else. Confusion with time and place. Basically, it's like you'll be confused what time is it or what place you are in. Trouble understanding visual image and relationships. Basically, you'll have a really hard time remembering specific people like your husband, your wife, your kids, your mom, or anyone else. And new problems with words and speaking or writing. You'll have trouble being in a conversation or speaking or writing anything. And misplacing things and losing the ability to retrace step. You'll have a few, like people with this disease, if they put an object somewhere, they're gonna have a hard time remembering where they put it like a few seconds later, so they're gonna forget it.
Nice.
And decrease of poor judgment. You don't know what to do or what's the right thing to do, so you're just confused in between them. And withdrawal from social activities. People with Alzheimer will not enjoy activities as they used to do before because they can't participate in it and they won't have fun with it.
In the parties or meetings and
Yes.
so on, yeah.
Any activity. And changing in mood and personality. Alzheimer's, people with this Alzheimer, they will have bad mood swings like getting upset, being happy, or being mad or violent. They can, like, for example, they can be happy at a moment, a few seconds later they can be sad.
They can't control it.
Exactly, they can't control their mood. And personality, basically changing personalities from good to bad or bad to good. And then treatments. There's really no cure for Alzheimer, but there are drugs or non-drug options for the symptoms only. So what only the caregiver can improve their life and like make it better or help them with specific tasks. And then this is basically a picture of a normal brain. This is a brain with Alzheimer. As you can see, the tissue around the brain is completely gone. The cortex is gone too with it. So as you can see, the brain is starting to shrink.
And much smaller than the normal
Yes, so basically,
brain.
The size of the brain got reduced.
Yeah.
We have types. There are so many types, but these are the main ones. We have mild Alzheimer's, basically the beginning of the disease, when you start forgetting stuff, you don't know where to put your, for example, your watch or anything, and you're gonna have a difficult time remembering your daily routine. For example, doing tasks at work or paying the bills. We have moderate Alzheimer. Because of the significant amount of nerve cells died in the brain, you'll have the memory loss will be worse and worse, and that you'll completely forget everything, and you're just like, you're gonna be confused about everything.
Nice.
And then we have severe Alzheimer. As the tangles spread, the brain cell starts dying, and then the tissue will start to the tissue of the brain starts to shrink, and then this condition will make the people with this condition will hardly communicate and speak at all. So basically, this is a picture of a healthy brain, mild Alzheimer's disease, and the severe one. These two are the most dangerous ones. So as you can see, for this one, the cortex is kind of shrinking as compared to that one, and the hippocampus got smaller compared to that one, and also the ventricles got larger. And this one compared to the healthy one, as you can see, the cortical got shrink, and for this one it's like still the same. And for the ventricle, it got bigger, and the hippocampus got smaller. And people with these two diseases this can be too dangerous for them, and it can when this disease happens, it spreads to it affects the language, the judgment, the behavior, and also the memory loss until death. And also this disease can happen until usually 8 to 10 years, and then they can maybe the condition will get worse.
Perfect. Thank you very much.